So welcome, Christine.
Thank
I'm
you.
really delighted to have an opportunity to talk to you today about WCS Care. What I'd like to do is to take the opportunity to just have a little bit of insight from you as to what you feel has got WCS Care to this position and what are the things that you feel are important for others to understand about your service. Knowing you as I do, I know that you're a key part of the organisation's success, and in that sense I'd like to just explore a little bit about leadership. I'm sure you're not going to say it's just about you, but I'd like to understand a little bit about that leadership context.
Sure. I think it isn't, obviously it's not just about me. In fact, it's very little about me, really. I think it is about leadership. We have focused a lot on in the organisation on leadership and on developing a larger sort of talent pool of leaders and giving people the space to learn how to be a leader and, very importantly, to get things wrong. And to make mistakes and to experiment. We've been doing some work over the last 12 months with Ladder to the Moon.
Oh, yes.
And we have used them to help us develop our understanding of the journey we're on, which is really about creative practice and creative leadership. And we have brought all of our quite large leadership pool together, and everybody had to identify their own objective. And then they had to go and practice it within the care homes. So one example would be one of our care home managers who decided that she wasn't sharing enough with her care teams. She was expecting them to just do stuff without asking them to take responsibility for it and discuss it. And I just was in the group that she was in, and I witnessed the journey she was on, where she went away and she tried it. She got groups together and she got them to actually articulate problems and then to come up with the answers for them. We call it how-to.
Okay.
So we talk about having a how-to meeting.
Yes.
So we've got two catchphrases that have come out of that training. One is yes and. So when people start talking about all the problems with something we're trying to do, somebody will start to say yes and.
Right.
And it just corrects that behaviour of saying yes, but.
Yes.
So we don't really see problems as obstacles, we see them as opportunities to come up with a solution.
A lot of that work that you've done around leadership seems to be very based around a set of values that I think are very important to WCS Care.
And I think just to say on leadership, I think one of the changes that I've helped influence is when I joined WCS, leadership was very much seen as management, and it was very much seen as a set of processes and a very prescribed way of behaving. Right. And there were a lot of people who felt that the way to be a good leader was to emulate somebody else who was was successful in that role. And one of the things we've been trying to get people to understand, and I think it relates to culture, it relates to why we've got the outstandings, is that you can only do it your way. You can't do it anybody else's way. And if you're trying to do something to a checklist, particularly leadership, it's not going to work.
Good.